All right, we are live on YouTube as well for a half case break of 2019 Heritage. We are all sold out. And getting up on Periscope. All right, so let's get this show on the road here. So this is our first look at 2019 Heritage. The 1970 Topps look is this year's focus point. We have a Super Baseball box loader inside. Again, for cards that are not considered hits or aren't significantly low numbered. Then if it's a multiplayer card, we start from the left at the top and work our way across and down. But I believe these are individual player cards. And that it is. These are cool. So we got Al Kaline is going to start us off here for Detroit Rock City. Al Kaline for the Tigers. I think I have something that'll fit that. So again, this is our first look at Heritage. We got a nice football break that I guess we'll talk about later. I got kind of sidetracked by something that was weird. And are we going to start it off with a hot box? Or is that just a regular Chrome? Yeah, let's start things off right. Let's do this with a hot box. So, nothing like hot boxing on a Wednesday night. That didn't come out right, did it? I like the wrapper design on these. These are real cool. So, this is what the packs look like. Usually I don't really care what the wrappers look like because I'm just going to bust on through them, but those wrappers look pretty cool. So we'll do a third of a box at a time. So 8 packs. Keep it moving. And again, 1970s, some people love it. Some people hate it. I'm kind of indifferent. It's a simple design, but it's classic in look. So let's get this show on the road here. We're going to start things off with Tucker Barnhart, Wade LeBlanc, Hector Rondon, and Jacob deGrom. So these are the hot box parallels. These chromes are only available inside these boxes. Now, deGrom, this is actually the short print photo. All right. So anything 401 up is considered a short print. Not necessarily on the chromes, because usually the chromes have an even print run. But like this one right here on the base cards, this is a short print. A lot of star names are on the short print checklist. So Nick Ahmed, Cam Bedrosian, Eduardo Rodriguez, Rizal Iglesias, Joe Panic, Hunter Dozier, Mike Zunino, Ryan Yarbrough. Again, a thing to look for in the rookie cups. I know they did it last year. I didn't double check if they did it this year, but if it has the old year on it, then that's considered a super short print. So I wonder if it's on here. Chrome, team color, throwback uniform, trade error. I don't know. I hope we get to see one of those silver medal ones. Those will be cool. I don't know if they're doing the Rookie Cup this year. I know they did it last year. Paul Goldschmidt as a Cardinal. So the first thing that you're going to see, a lot of times in Top Series 1, they'll still have the player on the uniform that they last wore in the beginning of last year, or um, if they were traded at the deadline but then re-signed somewhere else. Like they want to make sure that there's a card of the guy looking like that. So Series 1 doesn't have all the updated uniforms. A lot of them will be updated in this Heritage here. So we got a flashback card of Steve Carlton, Alemus Diaz, Andrew Haney, Nolan Arenado, Nick Pivetta, Mike Moustakas, Julio Teheran, Cole Calhoun, and there's Xander Bogaerts for the Red Sox. Sean Manaea. So now you got that the classic look of like a Thurman Munson rookie right there, except for it's Chance Adams and Jonathan Loaziga. Joey Lucchesi. Then you got the triple, Dean, Callaway, and Lopez. Guzman, Michael Wacha, Andrus, Miguel Andujar, Rookie Cup. Chris Davis as a New Age Performers insert. You got Derek Rodriguez, Hunter Renfroe, Javier Baez, Colin McHugh, Jesus Sucre, Jake Lamb, Kyle Tucker, and Cionel Perez. Kendrys Morales and Luis Severino, one of two Yankees that signed extensions, notably and recently. The other one being Aaron Hicks, 7 years, $70 million. Ian Happ, here come the Judge. Chris Davis, Newman, and Kramer, a pair of Kevins breaking through for the Pirates. Robinson Cano in Mets gear. Noah Syndergaard. John Lester. That's a short print. Got your World Series champions card. All right. So in 1970, it was the Mets in this photo. Young Gomes. You got Springs and Trevino, Pettit, Pedroia, Scott Kingery, Jonathan Scope, Brewers. And for those of you who grew up watching Sesame Street, it wouldn't have happened if PBS didn't launch in 1970. For those of you who still watch Sesame Street, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe. Juan Lagares, Zach Eflin, Russell Martin, Shane Bieber, Orlando Arcia, and that's a nice one. Jacob Nix and Luis Urias. Urias, one to look out for the Padres. So this might be one of the better rookie variation pulls of this year's Heritage. Now, there's a little story behind this card. There's actually a pitcher in 1970 Topps who was noted for wearing really dark sunglasses. So Pat Neshek, I don't know if it was his idea or not, but he is a big collector. And it wouldn't surprise me if it was his suggestion. Put on the shades, and I think the card number on the back matches the other guy who he was kind of imitating a little bit. So that's kind of cool. And then you got Matt Strum. Yeah, Arenado, big extension. The bigger part of it, though, isn't the fact that he got extended. It's the fact that he's not going to be on the market. So, big news for the Rockies. Bad news for everybody else. I kind of... I don't really know who it goes to. I usually end up figuring it out. It depends on how big the pile is. Ooh, we got these cool things. I want one of these. And Pat Neshek is an easy signer, too. All right, still no hit. Again, if anybody is looking for any personals, just let me know. I wonder what the odds are on that one. 1 in 62. Okay. And one more pack before we start showing these off again. All right, let's see how this will continue to go. So, Adam Duvall, Mike Minor, Tony Watson, Francisco Cervelli, Trey Mancini. Got the parallel there. And got like the action shots there. So, bird is the word. Or is it going to be Voigt? It's going to be an interesting competition there. So, Willie Adames, RBI leaders, Charlie Blackmon, Rockies. Blake Snell, Boxberger, and Sean Reed Foley, probably the key rookie on there. Danny Jansen could be important too to that team. Ramon Laureano, got to keep an eye out on too. And there's Urias. Hosmer, Padres. I've been saying for a couple of years now that minor league system's good. They're developing good players. They're making decent moves in free agency. Time will tell if Manny Machado is going to be worth the contract, but at least in the short term, he should be doing something pretty good there. So we got a black border parallel, Jameson Taillon. So these are 1 in every 62 packs. So we may see another one in this half of the case. We may not. Usually you get about 4 or 5 of these in a case. So Jameson Taillon, Pirates. Lance McCullers, Ryan Zimmerman, Jeff McNeil. Another interesting guy to keep track of this year for the Mets. It's kind of like he doesn't fit into their plans, but they're trying to make him fit. Edwin Encarnacion. One of the things that'll make it a little interesting for this season is it looks like Todd Frazier is going to start out on the DL with an oblique injury. Or it could at the very least slow him down. Garrett Cole is a short print. Got Josh Bell. I probably missed 1 or 2 already. Hard to keep track with all these shiny things in the way. Starling Castro. Then and now. So this card will go to the Reds. If we do get a duplicate, then it would move over to the next one to the Cubs the second time around. But first time it goes to the Reds and Johnny Bench. Max Muncy. Harrison Bader. Couple of Kyles. Kenta Maeda. I like this one coming up here. Lorenzo Cain. So this is the scratch-off insert. So you actually can play the game if you decide to. It's a little booklet. All right, mimicking the scratch-offs from back in the day. Urania, Steven Matz. D. Gordon. Matt Carpenter, that is a short print. Josh Hader. Whit Merrifield. Got Ben Gamel. It's interesting, Gamel last year. I think he had some injury issues. He only played 101 games. But just the total power outage that he had. Half as many doubles. And he went from 11 home runs to 1. And 19 RBI on the whole season. Just thought that was interesting how things just didn't seem to line up for him last year. Eugenio Suarez. Max Scherzer. They got a triple rookie of Twinkies there. And that's it for that stack. All right, last stack of the first box. Again, we always like to give a little bit of attention, especially the first time around doing a product. That way you get a good look at the player selection if you haven't already read the checklist. And feel for the cards. We'll move a little quicker through the other boxes, of course. But I like the throwback cards. I like the Heritages, the Allen and Ginters, the Archives. Just a little bit of fun attached to them, I guess. I'll still do them at 90 today, since it's release day. 90 bucks ripped and shipped. And then I'll see what happens with the weekend. This year I only decided to bring in 2 cases, so we'll see. Yeah, I'll still honor the 90 bucks. I know 100 to 105 is about the norm right now. CC announcing this is his last year. Shohei Ohtani. It's not a bad one to get for the exclusive parallel here. So Shohei Ohtani. Got Aaron Judge. Got a few Braves here. Allard, Toussaint, and Wright. Allard looking like he may have a slow start in the spring. Todd Frazier also having some early injury issues. Trevor Story for the Rockies. Nice bounce back season for him. Ended up batting 291, which is actually his career best right now. 42 doubles, 37 home runs. So a lot of people were wondering, was it going to be a one-hit wonder? But he did struggle with a lot of injury issues his second season, and seems like he's put that down season in the rearview mirror for now. So he might be a good one to get on the cheap. His rookies, go back and look for them. H to the Izzo, Anthony Rizzo. Because with Trevor Story, they're not expensive. Tom Seaver and Jacob deGrom. And Colorado looks like they're playing to win. Signing Arenado, you're kind of wondering. They let DJ LeMahieu go. Are they in the for real? No, they signed Arenado. They're in the for real. They want to win. They're not going to tank it. So they got a decent core of players there. Definitely got to keep a lookout for them. Oh, Benintendi is a regular short print. Jason Shreve, Cesar Hernandez, Bradley, Price, J.P. Crawford already in a Mariners uniform there. 2 partial seasons, batting .214, ain't gonna win over the hearts of Philadelphia. Bryce Harper is going to be the most booed man in the history of Philadelphia next time he goes and visits there. He better hope he's on the West Coast. Looks like the Giants and the Dodgers are making the push towards him. Juan Soto. Brad Peacock. Strutting his stuff. Didi. And Jared Hughes. Couple Phillies pitchers here. De Los Santos and Ranger Suarez. And Gene Segura. One of several moves made by the Phillies this offseason. And it looked like they were going to spend that stupid money on Bryce Harper. And let's face it, Boras was playing them for fools. And pretty much everybody outside of Philadelphia knew that was what was happening. And everybody in Philadelphia was already getting custom Harper jerseys made so they could be the first one to have it. I'm sorry, it doesn't look like Bryce is coming. But if it makes you feel better, Scott Boras is a giant jackass. So the Phillies pretty much put it out there that they wanted him, and Boras is going to use that as a tool of negotiation. He's probably going to get not $400 million, but he's probably going to get more than Stanton's $325. I would almost bet at this point. But spring training started. He's got to sign somewhere soon. Otherwise, he's going to come in. He's going to be all rusty. And he's just going to suck. There's Arenado. We already talked about him, so we blew that spot early. He's a short print. Ulysses Chacin, I think he pitched today or yesterday. Joey Gallo. Last year, another 40 home run season. It's kind of like Adam Dunn, where he bats like barely over 200. He doesn't really hit many doubles either. It's either over the fence or it's in somebody's glove. There's very little in between with Joey Gallo. J.D. Martinez. But I guess that's why the Rangers are most likely going to be in last place again. First hit is going to go out to the Yankees. Luis Severino. And then we got the World Series cards there. Luis Severino, hit number 1. Game used Clubhouse collection card. And that'll fit nicely in a 55 point. Excuse me. So I forgot to top load that black. All right, we are on the box number 2. And we'll kick this up a notch. So our box topper is going to be a 50th anniversary. So Royals, Tom Bergmeyer. It's actually not in that bad of a shape of a card. A little soft on the corners. But considering this thing is way older than me, that's not too shabby. It's almost 50 years old. Excuse me. All right. So now we don't got a shiny card in every pack here. Hot box, good way to start things off. And this is a short print, Franmil Reyes, Padres. Clayton Kershaw, Dodgers. Anyone get any big pulls out of Heritage yet? It's got an insert. All right, one more after this. Got Nomar Mazara. Oh, we got another black border. And this will go to the Rockies. So Kyle Freeland. Kyle Freeland, Rockies. And these are ratioed 1 in every 61 packs on the black border. All right, let's see what we got here. Michael Franco, Kyle Schwarber, Dewell Lugo, and Kristen Stewart. So he's spent quite a bit of time in the minors, Kristen Stewart. He couldn't get the batting average up, and I think he was originally a White Sox prospect. And he always had the power numbers, and finally got the rest of his game together and made it to the big leagues. So Steve Duggar. Is that Jimi Hendrix passing away? Birdie and McRae, the Pirates. James Paxton, new addition for the Yankees. Rich Hill, now with the Dodgers. 2 Otani red autos in the same case. That is crazy. Reese McGuire, Rowdy Tellez. I felt like last year you were lucky if you got 2 autos in a case. I'm hoping we end up with 2 in this half of the case. We'll see if that works out. Cespedes, there's Aaron Nola. Again, I'm keeping a lookout for the short prints. They made it easier this year. Nate Orf, never heard of this guy. So, Nate Orf. Andrew Kashner, Sabatka, and Bryce Wilson. There's Lucas Giolito, who I don't know if he's going to pan out. ERA of 6 last year. But maybe this year he'll gain some consistency. I don't know. Jed Jericho, Ozzy Albies, Kershaw, and Garrett Hampson, name of note there. Scott Schebler. Little bit of a down turn from his home run output the year before. Reds are built pretty nicely this year, though. So we'll see. I don't know. Notifications have not been coming in right today. So Paul DeYoung, short print there. And the regular short prints fall about 1 in every 3 packs. So you're looking at like 8 in a box. I'm not sure what the color swap is, to be honest. The photos really start coming out once the product gets open, and then you'll see like Cardboard Connections start posting them up and whatnot. So they should have some data to work with already. But I'm not sure if they're all, even all the variations are up there. Justin Verlander. Is he going to reach 3,000 strikeouts this year? It's a lot of strikeouts. He got 290 last year. He's 294 away. So it could happen. He could do it. I think 290 is his career high. So, I mean, he's just getting better with age. For sure. And, oh, so the hits don't always fall in the same stack, I guess. So I got a hit in my hand here. Actually, there was only 1 Otani hit in that case, but Hector was drinking so much it looked like 2. Justin Smoke. Is that right, Hector? He did start at 3 o'clock today, so it is possible. All right, Billy Hamilton in the Royals uni. Look at that pitching leaders card. It's crowded at the top. So you got your 18 and 17 game winners. And Miles Mikolas right in the center of that card. Just signed a contract extension for 4 years. So he is in the long-term plans for the Cardinals. And because of the timing of how he went to Japan and then came back, they'll have him in his prime. So probably a good move on their part. Jose Martinez signed to an extension as well, which I find interesting because I almost thought like they were trying to get rid of him at some point last year. But Cardinals have a new manager, right? I think they're the unrookie. So AL Rookie of the Year. Thurman Munson, one of the big cards of this 1970 set. Manny Margot, Eddie Rosario. Got Ken Giles. Malik Smith. Don't underrate him. Looking at his numbers last year with the Rays, 296 average, 27 doubles, 10 triples. Now, he only had 2 home runs, but this is his best extra base hit output to date. 39 extra base hits, and that's with only 2 home runs. So it's possible that, maybe he develops a little pop, maybe becomes a 10, 15 home run guy, still pops those doubles and triples in the gaps, and he could be a good fantasy guy for somebody. Definitely, Malik Smith, especially if you're getting later rounds. Don't rule him out. Ronald Acuna Jr. I got to get a league set up. Still plenty of time, but all right, now we're starting to see repeats. Ryan O'Hearn and Mabris Valoria. And there's our hit. Padres, Will Myers. Hit number 2. We are the champions of the world. All right, so Will Myers, hit number 2. This box is just about filled up. Again, we ship them all. So there'll be plenty of cards coming out of these. Got team sets for all the kids in the neighborhood. Maybe, maybe not. Ooh. So, looks like it got chewed up in the machine there. It actually looks like it got pinched. So, that goes to the Cardinals, Joe Torre and Christian Yelich, but looks like when the machine was doing the inserts, it screwed up because the rest of the cards in the pack are fine. This is box number 2. So, we got a little ways to go here. Nah, it won't take me a week to sort, but it'll take a few hours. And a few hours uninterrupted in my house is not the easiest thing to find. So Aaron Nola, Phillies is a short print. Yeah, personals are good. I don't gotta sort those. Oh, this is a good one. So this is the rookie alternate. Okay, he shares a card with two players for his base card. Right, a lot of them are double and triples. This is Luis Urias, all by himself. This is labeled an action. So it's labeled an action short print, which come about 1 in every 40 packs. And this is one of the more desirable rookies on that checklist. So Padres. Padres were the last team picked up. I was kind of surprised by that. So and one more short print. This one will get a little 1 cent love because it's Mike Trout. So Mike Trout short print. I like that the short prints have stars in it. I actually saw somebody complain about that on an online review, and I'm like, really? My biggest complaint is the short prints are usually like garbage. You know, like I remember Gypsy Queen one year, it was like Freddie Freeman rookie, and everything else was trash, right? Not necessarily trash, but you know, your semi-star players and all that good stuff. Now I want some good names on the short prints. All right, so we pretty much found the one that would be tough to spot. We got a Mike Trout, New Age Performers. So Steven Gonsalves and Cole Stewart, couple guys that we've seen in previous Bowman releases. So you never know. Might be worth keeping your eyes on. Pitchers are tough though. You know, usually until they're like good for like 5 years. Then you'll see their cards shoot up. It's not like a position player where like, 20 games into the season, he's got 4 home runs. He's a stud. He's going to hit 60 this year. And then his cards go for like $10,000 for a Bowman first red auto BGS 9510. It's like, well, maybe that's a little hasty, but we got President Nixon and Elvis. And here we go. So this is still showing up as a Mariner here. Robinson Cano, scratch off. I think these are cool. I might have to open my own box of Heritage to get one of these. So, Mariners with the scratch off card. Nope, normal. Just thought it looked odd. You get faked out by these cards with Heritage sometimes because you're waiting for that short print and it's like it's not really it. It's not what you thought it was. All right. Box number 3. So I took my my oldest to her hitting clinic yesterday, and they had the Padres and the Brewers on, and it was like their B squads, but their B squads were good. They had a lot of good like prospect names in them. That makes me excited when I see a game like that. You had like Lucas Urseg and Keston Hira and all those guys. Oh, look at that. Shohei Ohtani with the super baseball. All right, it's not a super fractor like the other day, but no autos in the first two boxes. Relics of Severino and Will Myers came out in the first two. So, box numero tres. Charlie Blackmon. And that's a regular short print. Freddie Freeman. And again, after we do the half case break, we will have the availability of personal breaks of Heritage, which requires so much less sorting. We also have the second half of this case up. So if you are interested in keeping or you already know you're dropping, then just give me the heads up on that post. Jose Abreu, regular short print. Because then we could get that second half up ASAP. I don't know about tonight, but we won't say it's impossible. Especially since we're going to move through these pretty quick now. So Laureano, Josh Harrison, Tony Kemp, Ryan Zimmerman. So there's Jeff McNeil, Harrison Bader, Kyle Tucker, Hank Aaron, Hayward, Bird, Steve Pierce. And we're getting the same guys that we've seen already. CJ Crone, Willie Adames, Nico Goodrum, Ryan Yarborough, Trevor Story, Sonny Gray, Newman and Kramer, and Reed Foley, Robbie Cano is a Met, Gleyber Torres, Lowe and Perez. Lowe's got a lot of upside in my opinion. I like Brandon Lowe. Middle stack. Oh, it's this. All right, this card is flipped upside down in the pack. But the code is the same, 092, 092. So I don't think there's anything special about it, but I'm going to put it to the side because it was flipped backwards. So, but still the same 092 code. Oh. All right. Team name. Team name color 1 in 245. 1 in 245. That's a pretty tough pull, right? Wouldn't it be nice if it was a good player, too? All right, so you find these 1 in about every case, roughly. Mike Trout. So the Angels are in white. That's not too bad. These are better than the hits sometimes. Heritage is just weird like that. This is the kind of stuff that you're aiming for. Maybe you'd like the red ink real autos. Those are real big. All right, some of the crazy old timer autos that are in here, but generally, if you're missing on those, this is the kind of stuff that you want to see. So, team name, super short print, Mike Trout. It's not a red ink Otani or 7, but it'll do. Oh, that is a short print. There we go. Zach Greinke, Diamondbacks. Are you looking for the nicknames? There's a few of them. Was there like 8 to 10 nickname out there? Oh, good Lord. I am in love with this card. We got a real one coming out. Real one auto. It is sweet. I'll tell you that right now. We got a sweet real one auto coming out. I am excited about this one. Yonder Alonso. Ooh, that's not bad either. All right, I gave you a hit and you don't even know it. At Alberto Mondesi, who the Royals are real big on breaking out this year. 75 games in the majors, 14 home runs, 13 doubles. He's got a second, 20 steals last year. He's looking like he could be a 5-tool player. So in August, he had 4 hits and 3 steals in 1 game. And you see that black? Oh, look at that. Cubbies. '58 out of 70. Black, 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 number 1. H to the Izzo, Anthony Rizzo. Black chrome parallel. That is nice too. Not a big fan of Pacoda right there. Definitely not. All right. Who are we going to see in this autograph? No one's even trying to guess who it is. Luis Urias. Wilmer Flores, who actually recently got picked up by somebody else. I forget who, though. Manny Machado, obviously. A little too late for the press on that either. Once Upon a Midnight Drury. Jose Ramirez. All right, who's going to get the big pull? Jorge Alfaro. And Gervis Solarte. And Jesus, this is going to be a good card. A speedy guy. All right. Like Mondesi, he had legs himself. And it's not Brock Lesnar. Cards. Lou Brock. Real one. Old timer. So Cardinals were a steal in this one. Well, we all know Ricky is the man of steel. No one's ever going to touch Ricky's record. Ricky will tell you himself. So, Lou Brock. Undisputed packs are 27 for 1, 50 for 2. And I just friend requested you so you can comment. So 27 for 1, 50 for 2 on the undisputed packs. So, and my hands are feeling good. We pulled a few good things already. Be interesting how the voting is going to be. Are we going to have a hit of the night or a non-hit of the night? That's the way that Heritage can go. Jordan Hicks. Pujols. Short print. All right, so this will close out box number 3 here. And away as we go. Got Jesse Biddle, AJ Minter, Yohan Moncada, JD Martinez, Colin Moran. Didn't have too bad of a season last year. He was kind of like a B prospect for a while. He's up at the show. The error card, they'll say error on the back. So they're doing what they did with the high series last year. Let's see if I can get this into focus. Underneath the number in really tiny print. That's why I'm looking at the cards the way I'm looking, so that I can spot them out quickly right away. Used to be you just kind of had to notice it. And what I would do, oh man, this always took forever. After every break, when I was sorting them, is before I sorted them, I would flip to the back of the code and I would look for the codes and see if I could unearth a buried treasure that got missed. So now I don't have to do that. So there's Aaron Hicks, who was happy he got his payday. So I only know of two. One, I think it's Bryce Harper, isn't it? And the Nationals is misspelled. The I and the O are inverted. There's Carl Yastrzemski. So, no, the Mike Trout's a color. So it says team name. So I guess that's what they're calling the color swaps now. So instead of the Angels being in red, Trout's a short print. So I know we have one in here. I'll see if I can dig it up later. Let me finish this stack first. So we got Paul Goldschmidt still showing up as a Diamondback. Cool little scratch-off cards there. I don't remember what the other one that I saw a picture of was. Andrelton Simmons, Mike Trumbo, who really needs to recover. I mean, I got to say this. He was above his normal stat line for batting average, and he only played in 90 games. So he had some knee issues bothering him last year. Hopefully he's healthy this year and can come back. Earth Day started in 1970, believe it or not. I remember that when we were a kid. And they still do that now. Falefa, Seth Lugo, and Marcus Stroman, who had a very, very rough season last year. Excuse me. So we'll bust out box number 4. And let me see if I can find that Mike Trout real fast. I kind of remember it. It was not in the box. Yeah, there it is. It wasn't in the hot box. It was easy to find. All right. Now do you see it? So, no, Hector, you're not seeing double. One of these is not like the other. All right. Box number 4. Super. All right, so K-Line, then Otani. And then we're going to go back into the past. Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson. With the hobby box loader. All right. Got those here. All right, moving right along. So we've got one auto so far, and it was a big one. So if a second auto doesn't come out in this half, it was still a big one that did. You got Miguel Cabrera with the shorty. Aroldis Chapman. Kid. Yeah, that was a Trout one for the nicknames. And then yeah, we haven't seen a French variation yet. They are, how hard are those? 1 in 164. So most likely we'll see one in this half of the case. Most likely. Mitch Haniger. We are above the curve on the black borders today. There's Laureano. Got Rowdy Tellez and Reese McGuire. So we getting rowdy. All right, everybody, shake your bote and get ready for some more heritage fun. There's McNeil. We got Diana Ross bids farewell. Michael Kopesh. Got Harrison Bader. Kyle Tucker. Jock Peterson. We're on box number 4, and it's kind of interesting. We've seen like triples of some guys and only one of others. Aaron Judge. And closing out the stack here. Kevin and Kevin. Juan Soto. All right, let's see what else we got waiting for us. I'll open this one next. So we are on our 4th box of Heritage. Already seen a few nice things come out. Again, it's not the normal type of set. When you're looking to get into a break of Heritage, you are looking not just for hits, all right? You are looking for those super short printed cards. And again, we always ship all cards, so you're going to get a nice size stack for sure. I gotta like this short print. Ronald Acuna Jr. We'll give him a little 1 cent love. Why not? So Ronald Acuna Jr. The final card of the set. He's number 500. Oh, we got a short print here. So this is the action short print. So this is the most commonly occurring one. But if you're going to get a commonly occurring one, then at least get it of a guy who's pretty in demand. So Gleyber Torres. Action variation. Yankees. Yeah. So, and we'll recap. Like, we won't just do a hit recap. We'll recap some of the short prints and all that good stuff too, because that's the type of product this is. So, got Kenley Jansen. These are so much well centered compared to the original 1970s, aren't they? So Dakota Hudson and Daniel Ponce de Leon, a couple decent Cardinals pitching prospects there. Cardinals, man, if they can get their pitchers healthy and this young talent develops, they're going to be scary. You got Carlos Martinez, who had injury issues multiple times, 3 times on the DL last year. It was a fantasy nightmare for me. You got Alex Reyes, who came back from Tommy John surgery, and then 4 games later is out with a lat strain that was severe enough that they decided to shut him down for the season. You got Miles Mikolas coming in with a 4-year extension, and he is going to be hopefully somebody who's in there for the long haul. So Lucas Brinson only batted 199 last year, poor guy. He did hit 11 home runs. The talent's there. Playing in Miami probably doesn't help. So let's see. Scratch off of Noah Syndergaard. METS Mets. Then and now, you got Jim Palmer and Justin Verlander. So that would go to the Orioles most likely. Unless we missed one of those before. But we start from the left in the top and work our way across and down. And what's the hit going to be? We got a real one, and it was a real good one in the last box. So JT Realmuto pre-trade. All right, that's a little too hot off the press, so he's still going to show up as a Marlin. Philly did so many things right this offseason, and it's just unfortunate that probably the majority of their fan base is just going to be upset about Bryce Harper. But in a couple years, if Trout doesn't, extend himself with the Angels, maybe he wants a homecoming. Francisco Lindor short print. Do these scratch off? What are they, like 1 per box? Yeah, they're one in every 24 packs, so you get one per box. I don't know. I haven't seen. It's something that they didn't do in previous years, so I don't know what the reaction is to them. But I think they're cool. I like them. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff, though. So. Love the nostalgia inserts. I like decal edges. Shinsu Chu. Hey, hon.
I feel like my head weighs 10 pounds.
I hear you.
I think we need to do something.
What?
We need to do something.
Yeah. So let's see what we got coming up here. There's Bob Gibson, who is teammates with Lou Brock, who signed that really cool card that we pulled not too long ago. Got some Angels rookies. Chris Davis. Austin Romine, Dansby Swanson, who I think he's on the right track. I wouldn't give up on him. He started so young, 25 doubles last year, 4 triples, 14 home runs. So as long as he can get the average to come back up, those of you who have held on to him this long, I wouldn't give up on him. Ryan Yarborough, Sandy Alcantara.
Why isn't this working?
Why is what not working? I don't know. It's working before. And Detroit Rock City with a hit. Nicholas Castellanos. So Nicholas Castellanos. How do you spell weenie?
Yeah.
Weenie. I took the nice route. Next up, box number 5. So box number 5 of 6. Do we have one more auto or one more big super short print yet to come? We'll find out. And Royals. Tom Bergmeyer. Wait a minute. And this one's not in as good condition as the other one. That's a real stupid thing to do. What do they have, like 700 Tom Bergmeyers that they dug up somewhere? Really? You got to put 2 the same box loader in the same case? It's dumb. I would rather see more of these super baseball top loaders, box loaders, than something like that. The least that they could do with these things is get cool cards and just do them less often. I would find a 50th anniversary stamp Mets World Series champs card. Desirable. I would. Oh, why'd I fold that box up? I was going to need it.
I don't know what we eat pizza for dinner.
We're getting pizza for dinner tomorrow. You buying?
Sure. It's my really high paying job that I have.
Ugh. Why is there a child downstairs? They just don't stop.
So a headache, I know the cure.
There you go.
I have had a treat. Let's wait first.
And Jose Altuve with the short print. Ha ha ha. He's short. All right. Heritage is no tall order here. Next up. Should have waited for the Aaron Judge short print to say that, right? Felipe Vasquez. Closer for the Pirates. I don't think we had a Chrome come out the last box. I wonder if they're tougher to hit this year. Yadier Molina. So one more for the Cardinals there. What are the Chrome odds? Oh, yeah, they are tougher. Wow. The black border Rizzo that we hit, 1 in 817 packs. The regular Chrome are just 1 in 58 packs now. So they're a lot tougher to pull. I just picked up on that. Usually you get one in a box. But I guess they're not doing the base anymore. I guess they're just, or they're not doing them the $9.99. I don't know. Or they made a ton of Heritage and we don't know about it. 3 times as much as last year. Don't worry about it. Keep the printer running. Don't let it get cold. Got James McCann. Bench and Baez. I can say any mean thing about Topps I want right now. They're all distracted with the Summit. Nick Birdie. Next year I'll go. And make lots of off-color comments. Dean Dietz. Never heard of her. There's Verlander. No. The black is like 1 in every 3 cases. Because you got, what, 24 cards in a pack, 12 boxes. So that's 296, right? No. 240 plus 24. 264. 264 packs in a case. So that's like 1 in every 3 cases. That's pretty badass. Yelich. So again, anybody who wants to keep for the second half, the post is already up. All right. If you want to drop for the second half, the post is already up. If you're hoping that somebody drops in the second half, then the post is already up. And, you can say if they drop it, I want them, and I'll accept that. If they don't drop it, but you're out of luck. All right. So yeah, the black chrome variation or parallel or whatever you want to call it is that's pretty scarce. I thought it would be, but not that scarce. I thought it would be in one per case too. Salvador Perez. But I love this set. Oh, look at that. Action, baby. It's not Mike Trout, but it's a big name. All right, again, action is the most common parallel. Acuna Matata, baby. So we had Gleyber Torres show up before. Now we got Ronald Acuna Jr. There was one auto. And we're on box number 5. Still yet to see the hit for box number 5. So we're holding hopes for one more. All right, regular short print, Gleyber Torres. And let's see here. And yeah, that's a short print too. We'll give this a little 1 cent love. Another rookie cupper. Juan Soto. I guess we'll give Torres 1 cent love too. Why not? So Juan Soto. And a couple more packs here. All right, another relic. Kind of expected. And it's all about that base, about that base. The EPA gets its start. Got Justin Vore there. He's going to be an interesting addition to the Angels, especially once Ohtani's healthy. Blake Snell. That division, the AL West, is going to be a wild one between those 3 teams that actually have a shot in hell. The A's, the Angels, and the Astros. It's gonna be a fun ride with those 3. Right now, I'm giving the A's a slight advantage. Just because they always manage to be in good shape come playoff time. And I could see either the Astros or the Angels being like that first or second wild card.
Do you know how much longer you've done?
I have 1 1/3 more boxes.
What does that translate to time?
About 25 minutes, and then I might have a personal. So I have one scheduled. I just got to see if she's available.
It's a girl?
So Rafael Devers, Red Sox.
Did anybody feed the fish dinner?
No.
No.
That would probably be why.
Think they like popcorn?
I would not feed fish popcorn. Mickey likes popcorn. All right, so last stack here, and then we got the final box. So let's see, we got any more magical short prints or anything like that? Find out. Anything in here? Don't insert either. Weird. Okay.
I gotta
So
wake myself up last night because my mouth was so dry I couldn't breathe.
yeah, I hear that. Oh, it happened again. It looks like in this case, some of the then and nows got chewed up. That's the second one that was like that, or the inserts, I should say. I don't remember if the other one was a then and now. I don't think it was, but that's the second one that popped up. And Topps has had some problems with the inserts and parallels lately. If you remember Bowman Draft, my goodness, I forget whether it was this. I think it was the Super Jumbos. A lot of the color paper were coming out all screwed up. So they gotta fix the one machine that does the inserts and parallels, man. All right, we got a Chrome. So they're still numbered out of 9.99. That's kind of scary. They print a lot of Heritage out. Triple the print run. And then we got Bueller. Bueller. All right, here we go. All about that base. About that base. I think I'm going to need a drink. Javier Baez, so I might have to hop up for a second here as soon as I finish this stack, so I make it through the last box.
You want some?
Yeah, I guess water. Got a scratch off, Jose Altuve,
How on Becky's coloring paper everybody has orange hair?
just like her.
There's one guy that has blonde hair, but he still has a red beard.
Becky is either going to be a professional wrestler or a bull rider. What do you think?
No, I think he's going to be a medical examiner.
A medical examiner? That's possible too.
Oh, by the way, she broke the scissors to her studio building.
For real?
With the scissors thing. You have to take them apart yesterday, and she couldn't get them back together. And then she was fine with the paper.
Oh, the kid's so destructive.
But she was able to place all the organs in the right places on the poster, and she knew what they all were.
Uh-huh. So Garrett Cole is going to be your Chrome card. And that is number 21 out of 9.99. So Garrett Cole, 21 out of 9.99. And I'll be right back.
I was putting that for you, but I wouldn't know right now.
It's okay. No hurry.
I'm setting up for a minute.
Yeah, I left my water in the car. I guess you tossed that cup I was using for water.
Probably.
Okay. All right, sorry about that. That's better. I'm back. I'm good. So don't forget, afterwards, Personals of Heritage, we're going to keep it at the price of $90, ripped and shipped. It's going to be tough to find that. 115 TriStar Platinum Baseballs. And then 109, we got steel engravings from Historic Autographs. So that's 2 slabbed Perez steel postcards per box, and a real nice checklist. Every 10-box case is going to have one of 6 major players. I want to say it's, what is it? Mantle, DiMaggio, Williams, Aaron, Koufax, or some other guy. I don't remember who the other guy is. Maybe if we open it up, we'll see.
Your water bottle's right here.
Oh, I did bring it in. Duh.
It's literally sitting in front of you.
Oh, the other guy is just Willie Mays. That's all. So again, we'll be offering personals of these as well. So that's steel engravings. This is a full checklist. Not too bad. Very exclusive checklist. Very cool stuff on here. 109 for 1, 2 for 209. So if anybody wants to jump on that, let me know. We also got packs of WWE Undisputed. 27 for 1, 2 for 50, or get the whole box for $219.
I'll take the whole box.
Please, Lord, let it not be another Tom Bergmeyer. No offense to the Royals, but nobody really cares for him. All right, Dave McNally. Dave McNally. Nobody really cares about most of these that come out, but like to think like a. Oh, I don't know. Would somebody get mad if a Thurman Munson came out stamped like this? That'd be kind of tough, right? It's like, is that cool and different and wow, or is that like, what the heck did you just do to that iconic card? They don't care. What's that? Today is Wednesday. What day is it? Come on. What day is it? You know what day it is. Yeah, we haven't seen one of those yet. There's no stated odds on the box toppers, right? Be cool if they were like 1 per case. Hump day. So if anybody's got any personal break requests, let me know. Matt Carpenter. You do you?
caught up on everything we watched.
I know. We need to pick a new show. Seriously. Get with the program. Or with a new program. And we got Matt Kemp. Dodgers. Back in LA. 25 doubles, 21 home runs, 290 average. So he's kind of back to the norm for him. That is true. He does ask Mike. Let's see here. Mookie Betts. Sure. That's like with the zombies and stuff, right? Oh, that was the Umbrella Corporation. Never mind. But I'll give it a shot. Oh, that would be a cool one to binge watch from the beginning.
Somebody recommended this one.
Steve Carl. What's that?
Grace and Frankie.
Grace and Frankie. What's that about?
Don't know.
What's Grace and Frankie about? Is this worth watching? So we got Justin Smoke, Blue Jays. And it's American Top 40 with Casey Kasem. Hits the airwaves. Casey Kasem, the radio guy. It has to do with the insert card that I just pulled. Just so you know, I'm doing a break over here.
Dexter has 8 seasons.
Yeah, it's a long show. Dexter's supposed to be really good. Very brutal.
Perfect.
Which means the kids won't be able to be around, like, anywhere near the vicinity. It's not like Walking Dead. I want to see The Sopranos from beginning to end. Why don't you want to watch Sopranos?
I tried watching it. I've watched 1 or 2 episodes. I just don't like it.
You can't judge a show like that on 1 or 2 episodes. Oh my gosh. Brandon Crawford.
It's not even realistic anymore.
It is realistic. What are you talking about? That's real life in North Jersey. It's really not, but it's okay. Arrested Development's supposed to be good. We didn't finish watching Weeds. Nolan Arenado. We should finish Weeds. I heard it got really terrible after the point where we stopped watching, but it's kind of like when you're watching a race and there's a car crash and you just have to see how it ends. Yeah.
I referred to it as someone. I told someone it's kind of like being in a bad marriage. It's easier to just
Might as well. Got Trey Turner. Skins. I want to watch The League.
I don't even know what that is.
And if it's not on there, I have the complete series on Blu-ray.
I bought it for you. I want to watch Dexter. It's my thing. I No, I picked you picked Stranger Things and The Punisher and Glow. So it's technically still my turn because you have way more choices than me.
And I picked good shows every time. So we should watch The League.
Good shows too. No, the last thing you picked was Daredevil. No.
And we didn't get to finish it, so that's like
Every episode I fell asleep during. Every single one.
The Ranch.
Oh, I just saw that. There it is.
She's looking into it. We're gonna Netflix and chill.
There's parts. Not on Netflix. We're gonna Netflix and you tickle my feet and I pull the stuff while just using my medical blend here so I can breathe while I'm sleeping.
Oh, is that how you see it going?
I just finished drinking my wine and orange juice.
Colton Wong.
Are you done yet?
No.
I can only play wood puzzle for a certain amount of hours in the day.
What, like 7 or 8?
You know what I want to watch? Deuce Bigelow. Because...
Deuce Bigelow.
Yes, because when I was in the tub and I was talking to Emily, I told her I was hungry, and she said, why don't you have somebody bring you food in the bathtub? And I was like, isn't that kind of weird? She's like, I don't know. I don't bathe a lot, but I'm eating fried chicken in the tub. And I was like, him eating that sub sandwich, and the stuff would fall out, and he'd pick it up and eat it.
Oh boy.
And then I really wanted fried chicken.
You wanted to eat fried chicken in the tub?
I feel like, isn't that like something that a fat person would do?
Yeah.
Fried chicken in the bathtub?
Probably.
Excuse me.
All right, so we're looking for the final hit in box number 6 here. Well, we also try to figure out what our next TV show is going to be to watch.
You're gonna have to tighten that toilet till it goes downstairs and it's a little bit squiggly.
It's a little bit squiggly, wiggly.
Like someone falling. Probably me.
Oh,
I'm trying to explain what happened, how it broke me. Everybody just kind of looked at me.
yeah, only you.
My
Andrew
knee
Benintendi.
is really hard.
Why would you knee the toilet seat?
Standing next to the top and I turned around and my knee hit the seat and cracked the plastic screw that holds the seat on. I hit it really hard.
Seat cracker.
And it's really old. I told you it needed to be replaced. You didn't want to spend $6.
Nope.
So now, we have to run out, and it was an emergent situation.
Sean Manea. Wee wee.
Are you French?
This Charlie Blackman is. So there's our French parallel. Charlie Blackman. 1 out of 164 packs. So 1 every half a case, roughly. So we're right on track with that. So Rockies, French parallel, Charlie Blackman. Still looking for that last hit. Was that a short print? Yes, it was. John Lester. All right. So let's see how we're going to close it out. So there's Harmon Killebrew and Chris Davis. So David Fletcher and Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward, I want to say he was originally a catching prospect, and they kind of bumped him over to third base. Mitch Haniger. Manny Margot. So we're coming up on the final hit. If anybody is looking for a personal break, we got boxes. Oh, Chrome. Nolan Arenado. Numbered 403 out of 999. So, Chrome, Nolan Arenado. And that final hit is going to be another Cardinal, Miles Mikolas. And he should be a Cardinal for maybe the rest of his career. Who knows? Came back from Japan. Came in on a 2-year deal. I think it was worth about $12.5 million. And came and pitched like a boss. Like a boss baby. And earned himself a nice little contract extension there. Kathy Buss, are you watching? I saw her pop in earlier. Let me see. So I do have one personal scheduled, or purchased, I should say. So we might get to see a little more. It won't be out of this case. This case, the second half of this case, is going to go to the side, and personals will come out of a new case because you can still keep your team if you want, or you can drop. And if you can let me know as soon as possible, sooner we can get the second half of this rolling. So hits, Miles Mikolas for the Cardinals. We're also going to show you some non-hits too. Rafael Devers, Red Sox. Nicholas Castellanos, Tigers. Of course it is, because we're gonna go to the short prints too.
Would you like to know the good news? We will not be charged for the extra 35 minutes that they kept into it.
Oh, that's wonderful. I thought that would get added in. Padres, Will Myers. Yankees, Luis Severino. We did have a hot box, and that included a Shohei Ohtani. So I figured I'd Shohei that off. There were some other decent ones too. All right, but the best chrome refractor was this one in every 800 something packs. H to the Izzo, Anthony Rizzo, not a bad one at all. Black refractor. Moving on, we had 3 black parallel cards. That's about right. They're one in every like 60 something packs. Jamison Tyon, Kyle Freeland, and Rowdy Tellez, Reese McGuire. All right, action. This is the rookie variation. So Luis Urias of the Padres. It's a nice one for the checklist on this set. So he is on one of those double rookie cards with Jacob Nix, and this is his standalone short print. Gleyber Torres, Ronald Acuna were also 2 action short prints. Charlie Blackmon, the Frenchie. Mike Trout, team name. Huge there, team name. And Lou Brock. So what is our hit or non-hit of the night? I really like the Lou Brock. But the Mike Trout is actually pretty scarce, so some nice stuff there. All right, so again, the post is up. So Hector is keeping all. So I'll hit that now. Ooh, this is good. That's why it's been so glitchy. Facebook just made an update that might actually make sense. It's actually freaking me out a little bit. You can share things to Instagram now. I like this. See, finally something that can help us out. So Michael Kelly, you're going to keep the A's. Jason's keeping. Excuse me. Keeping the Yanks. So let's see. Trying to get a rough idea. I have a feeling though tomorrow maybe we can roll in the afternoon. Well, maybe we'll have it early enough. I don't know. I thought that might have happened today, but I only had a limited time window in the afternoon today. So, all right. So let's see. Darren, you had the Cardinals. So Don, you'll keep 2. Okay. So A's, Dodgers, Yankees, and Mariners. And a few teams just came off the board. So we'll get that all figured out. Looks like some of the teams coming off include the Orioles, the Marlins, the Pirates. So, yeah, the Brock auto is cool. I don't know. I'm torn between the two. I mean, from South Jersey, so Mike Trout is like a thing here. So Matt's keeping. And the 2 Ohio teams. So already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So already 10 teams confirmed being kept. So And the Mets. So, Dan Carlton, are you still in here? Yeah, that's Heritage. It's one hit per box. Heritage is about stuff like this, believe it or not. These short prints with the color swap on the teams are like one in every 285 packs. Usually you only get like anywhere. Last year was like 2 to 4 autographs in a case, and the rest are all the swatch clubhouse collection swatches. Sometimes you get a coin card too, those coin relics, which they're cool. But I mean, as far as the quality cards, there's a pretty decent stack here, and I'm not even counting stuff like the chromes, all right, or the base short prints of the higher name players like Acuna, or these stupid things. I'm not counting those. So there's a decent stack of cards here. So anybody else want to keep or hit? Keep or drop. I don't know why I said keep or hit. Keep or drop. Again, we have plenty of personals available, including historic autographs. Yeah, you can see the Brock one more time. So all the autographs in Heritage, part of the reason why they're a little scarcer, all the autographs in Heritage are on card. And that's what the back looks like. And Darren, you'll keep your teams too? Cool. So let me update that again. So now we have 13 confirmed. And we have a couple that if they're dropped, they'll get picked up by somebody else. So really we're at 16 already. So we've already got 16. So this is looking real good for tomorrow. I mean, I'll ask around a couple more people and see if we can do they do redemptions for Heritage? Yes, they do, because I still have a Freddie Freeman from 2016 that these guys haven't shipped me yet. And I've seen it out there. He's signed other things before, so I don't know what the hell. But yes, they do put redemptions. No, not very often. Since the autograph checklist is smaller and a little more select, all right, they already got the guys in mind for the throwback guys. They usually get Reggie, Ryan, those guys pretty frequently. You don't see as many redemptions on the autos, but you don't see as many autos either. So again, some of the feature things we have, again, it's not everything that we have, but we got WWE Undisputed. We got I really hope somebody wants to rip open one of these. Steel engravings. So it's all Perez Steel postcards. I'm going to read you the full checklist real quick. All right? This is it. There's no other filler guys or anything like that. This is everybody on the checklist. Hank Aaron, Luis Aparicio, Luke Appling, Ernie Banks, Al Barlick, who's an umpire, I believe, Yogi Berra, Lou Boudreau, Lou Brock, this guy over here, Jim Bunning, Rod Carew, Steve Carlton, Happy Chandler, Jocko Conlon. Who is he? Is he? I want to say he's a Negro League player. I'm not sure though. I know they have others in here. Like Cool Papa Bell, I think is in this. Ray Dandridge, Bill Dickey, Joe DiMaggio, Bobby Dorr, Don Drysdale, Bob Feller, Rick Farrell, Raleigh Fingers, Whitey Ford, Charlie Gehringer, Bob Gibson, Lefty Gomez. I'm a third of the way through here. Hank Greenberg, Billy Herman, Catfish Hunter, Monty Irvin, Reggie Jackson, Fergie Jenkins, Judy Johnson, Al Kaline, George Kell, George Kelly, Harmon Killebrew, Ralph Kiner, Sandy Koufax, Bob Lemon, Buck Leonard. That's another big Negro League name. Al Lopez, Lee McPhail, another, was he an umpire or a commissioner? He was somebody. Some Mickey Mantle guy. I don't know. We only hit 3 of those in January. They must really be common. Juan Marichal, Eddie Matthews, Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, Johnny Mize, Joe Morgan, Stan Musial, Jim Palmer, Gaylord Perry, Pee Wee Reese, Phil Rizzuto, Robin Roberts, Brooke Robinson, the late Frank Robinson, Ed Roush, Red Schoendeist, Tom Seaver, Joe Sewell, Enos Slaughter, Duke Snyder, Warren Spahn, Edward Stack, Don Sutton, Bill Terry, Hoyt Wilhelm, Billy Williams, Ted Williams, Early Wynn, Carl Yastrzemski, and Robin Yount. And every 10-box case has one of these 6 guys in it. All right, so that's Mantle, DiMaggio, Aaron, Mays, Ted Williams, and Sandy Koufax. 109 for a 2-slab box, or get 2 boxes for 209. Ripped and shipped. So it looks like the personal is going to be tomorrow. So if anybody needs anything, all right, again, we have more Heritage boxes available for personals if anybody wants. We're going to post some more breaks tomorrow. I have had 0 requests for Contenders Optic personals. The Contenders Optic double case break, 1 inner case of Contenders Optic and 1 case of 2015 Prism Football is getting close. So if nobody asks for any personals, then I'll have to create another inner case break. Something smaller, probably. So let me know if anybody is interested in personals. I'm going to tell you right now what is left. All right. Again, 10 boxes of 2018 Contenders Optic and a 12-box case of 2015 Prism. This is what's left. 10% off 3 teams or more as well. Dolphins are 70. Eagles are 45. Chargers are 70. And you got Melvin Gordon in 2015. Seahawks are 60. Buccaneers are 65. We got Jameis Winston on the Buccaneers there, rookie for Prism. Redskins are 35. Panthers are 85. Got a couple nice wide receivers. So you got Devin Funches in 15 and in 18, DJ Moore. Cowboys are 80. Sorry if you pull a Randy Gregory. He's indefinitely suspended, but there's other stuff there. Don't worry. Packers are 95. And there's some good short print, really short print, but good short print stuff out there with some Packer quarterback lineage. Texans are 55. KKQT. All right. And there's actually a pretty deep checklist in 2015, too, I believe. Jaguars are 50. Jets are 100. And the Raiders have like nothing in Contenders Optic. Like literally for that portion of the break, I had them priced out at about $5 or $8, I should say. And then you factor in, you know, the possibility of a re-break spot, the shipping and handling. But really, most of the Raiders is on Amari Cooper rookies that are available in Prism. And we've actually hit some nice Amari Coopers last year. So hopefully we start 2019 right and we hit some good rookies out of 2015 Prism. We brought those back in before. So anybody got anything for me? That's pretty much where we're at right now. So the next half case is getting close. So I expect to run that tomorrow. I'd like to run that in the afternoon if possible. Shoot, let's do it in the morning. Let's fill that sucker up. So last call. Otherwise, going to sign off for the night. And we'll rip you a new one tomorrow. I think that is all. You'll keep your team? You got it, Daniel. So again, one more closer. We have moved a lot of teams off the list. Only a few have popped open. Again, I'm going to go over the teams that are confirmed open. Orioles, Marlins, Pirates, and Rays. Orioles are 18, Marlins are 9, Pirates are 12, Rays are 20. And then the rest of the teams I got to find out. But I'll shoot a few quick messages over so that we can get a few things here. All right. So have a good night. If you need me, hit me up on Messenger, and we'll rip you a new one soon.